Hi beautiful people, my name is Nomti and I'm back again. Please do stay tuned to see how I create this beautiful summer look. I call it a purple fun look. I'm going to start by priming my face with the Baby Skin Maybelline primer. This primer gives you that sort of like velvety feel over your skin. I'm just going to be rubbing this all over into my skin and trying to get that smooth base, so that I can be able to apply that foundation. For today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Rich Caramel and my Real Techniques foundation brush. Do not worry, I will be linking down all the information down below of the products that I do use in today's video. In the description box I somehow was struggling to get the foundation to come out here. You will notice that the foundation looks pretty lighter than what what my skin is looking like on camera right now. But I kid you not, this is my shade. I had recently been on vacation and got a bit of a sunburn. It happens, okay? It happens. But I did a quick speed through this part here because all I'm doing is just applying the foundation to my face, making sure that it covers each and every speck of my face. I hardly ever do concealer under my foundation because the Estee Lauder is a full coverage concealer, foundation. I don't know why I'm talking about concealer now. And it usually does the job, right? And right after I've gone in with my brush all over my face, including under my eyes, over my eyelids, everywhere near my hairline, my ears, under the chin, honey, I go in with my beauty blender, which is also Real Techniques, just to sort of like find out any lines that could have been caused by the brush itself, right? And that's what you want to do. You just want to go over your whole face with that. You have to use like a damp beauty blender. I sometimes even use holding spray. Anyways, and then to highlight under my eyes and just give me that nice glow, I am going to be using LA Girl Concealer. I believe this is the shade Medium Beige. But like I said, guys, I will be linking out all the information in the description box. So do not be afraid. So I put that underneath my eyes, on my forehead, on the bridge of my nose, under my ears, and on my chin, and that gives you like a beautiful highlight. I do blend this out with the beauty blender later, but for now I'm going to be doing my brows. Again, I did a quick speed through this part. Guys, please let me know in the comment section if you would like me to record a video where I give you like an intense brow tutorial. I can tell you right now, I use a spoolie, I use a pencil and some concealer, but let me know if you want me to record that video. You'll notice right now I'm just blending out my concealer just to make sure it's nice and even and ready. You can see it light up the face and just give you the brightness, To set my concealer, I'll use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder, banana powder, actually that's what it's called. And what I like to do is just dab. I put some on a mirror and then dab off the excess at the back of my hand, and then that's what I'll use under my eye and everywhere else where I have actually put on concealer. I'm not much of a baker. You'll notice that straight after doing this step I'm actually gonna brush it away. I brush away the powder. Sometimes I do my eyebrows before because then it catches out my eyeshadow, because it catches that fallout. But usually I don't even let it sit for 3 minutes, like literally like a minute, and then I brush it off. I'm not sure what this brush is called, but I will try to find out so I can link it in the description box. But that's what I'll use to just brush off all of the powder, so that you can start looking like a person again. Guys, and remember, makeup is meant to be fun. It's meant to be easy peasy, just doing the things to just you're supposed to be having a good time with it. I do go in a little bit with my beauty blender here because I kind of felt like I was a little bit overcast. And for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Fit Me Maybelline pressed powder Yes, it doesn't have a proper lid. It somehow fell, but listen, the product survived, so we shall use it. That's all it is. And you'll notice that I put this all over the rest of my face where I have not set with the banana powder. This helps to bring back sort of like that warmth in your face, just to make you look like a person again, not look like you're outlined, you know. I'm not sure why I was laughing here. Oh yeah, I think someone is saying something funny. Anyways, so I go into the rest of my face with that powder all over my face, you know, all around my face. And then I also make sure that I get the chin, honey. To contour, I use this Maybelline contour and highlight palette. I'm not sure what that shade is called, but that's the one that I use with this angled brush to sort of like give me that contour. I don't really liquid contour, I like to powder contour. I find that liquid contour is a bit harsh for me, or maybe I have a heavy hand, I don't know. But anyways, so I like to just powder contour. As you can see, you want to get the bottom of your cheek, not necessarily on your cheek, that look crazy, but yeah, just the bottom of your cheek. You can also contour your forehead, which I'll do shortly. I'm not sure what else happening over there. Just so that, you know, all my sisters with the 5 heads, no offense, that gives you like a nice sort of like smaller forehead. This blending brush I'm going to use to to contour my nose. I don't have much of a big nose, but I do like to contour my nose because it gives me an extra snatch, and that's what I go in with on the sides leading up to the bottom of my eyebrows, literally where they start. That's how you contour. Again, please leave a comment down in the description box if you'd like me to record a specific video about this and how to do this, and you know, just make you feel more comfortable about it. I did realize that I actually had put on a little bit too much contour here, so I think I did go back with my beauty blender just to dab that out. And remember, your beauty blender is your friend. It absorbs products, so it's always good to try to fix mistakes with. So for the eyes, I'm using this Essence Salute Paris palette, which is very affordable. I got it from Clicks, and I think it retails for like 120, which is very good for if you're intimidated in terms of like makeup and you're not sure what you should buy, if you're not sure, you know, how much you should be spending, if you're not even sure how to use the products, right? So the shade that I'm using is to just like to put all over my lid, to act as sort of like a transition shade, meaning the shade where that's gonna just be the base for all the other colors. These shades do not have names, but you are please just to pay attention to like which one I'm pointing at. So I go ahead and I put that shade all over my lid, like I said, for what's to use as a transition shade, meaning that's where all the other colors are gonna sit. And then I go in with like that sort of like purpley shade, and I try to also just put that all over my lid, but just like a little bit lower than where I had put in that transition shade. And remember, blending is the key to a great makeup eye look, so don't be lazy to blend, honey. This eyeshadow is actually very good. It doesn't have a lot of fallouts, and I mean, for the retail price, honey, I'm super happy. So I'm gonna show you quickly how to do like a cheat cut crease. I don't really like to go all in depth with the concealer and whatnot. I take a very pretty flat brush and some setting spray. I'm using the Essence, again I'll link down the full name below. I like to spray my brush, and then I'm going to be going into that purple shimmery shade, and this is the shade that I'm going to sort of like, in inverted commas, create the cut crease look, right? It's not going to be an intense type of thing, but where there would be a cut crease, literally if you just pay attention to where I'm dabbing this shimmer shade right a little bit below where your eyes sort of like creases, and that's what I do. I've actually even sometimes tried just wetting the brush with water in case you don't have setting spray, for example. I go ahead and I do this halfway your lid. I hope I'm saying that properly. Oh my god. And yeah, I go ahead to do that onto my other side as well, and that sort of like creates that nice shimmery, you know, halfway. I mean, I do have big eyes, so this works out great for me, and it's one of my like favorite things to do, honestly. I hardly have time to take out concealer and put it on to, you know, cut crease and whatnot, but I do know how to do it. Don't worry, in a video coming close to you, I will show you how. And then I like to go in with a sort of like the same purpley shade that was like the base shade after the transition. Just like to like, you know, like clean up that area so that you don't have shimmers, like that shimmery sort of like, you know, residue all around your lid and looking untidy. It's just to like clean it up and make it look rounded. And then I like to go in with like another different shimmery shade, but nothing too bright that's going to compete, and you literally use a little bit, and where you have ended off your little bit of shimmer, you'll see I dust off a whole lot of it and then just do a little bit of a dab so that it does sort of like a, what do they call it, not transitioning, gosh, I should stop using the word, right? It does sort of like a nice blending into the other color. Let's just leave it at that, right? And then I like to take this sort of like, I don't know what this brush is called again, I will link everything in the description box below, and you go back in with that purpley shade just to lock in your eye look. I'm not an eyeliner type of girl. I like to use that shade just to put that on my bottom lash line. That's what I'm trying to say. So this always helps with just tying in that eye look and just making it look complete. To be honest, I feel like that's what it does. It makes it look complete. So you want to make sure that the colors are also either the same or something that's gonna go along with whatever eye look that you have created above. You know what, I'm probably not making sense if you're not used to makeup, but don't you worry. You subscribe here at home, girl. I'm gonna show you everything you need to know, okay? And then I like to just spray my setting spray all over my face before I do blush and highlighter. And for blush, after my face dries. So for highlights, I'll be going back into the same Maybelline contour and highlight palette, and oh my gosh, I cannot stress enough, I love this highlighter. And at the bottom of, not at the bottom, right at the arch of your eyebrow, what do they call it, bone, like right under where you would literally have that little arch of your eyebrows, where you'd like to also make sure that you apply some highlighter just to give it some sort of a, you know, that shimmer, that whoo, it does the things. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I'm just gonna highlight the rest of my face, the bridge of my nose. You don't want to put on too much and look like you just have gold splattered all over you. So if you feel like you've put in a little too much, as I have done, just use your finger to like just brush it down and nice and subtle. And then I always also, of course, highlight the tip of my nose. I'm going in with a beauty blender here because I felt like I had just like messed up the highlighter all over the sides of my nose. So again, your beauty blender is your best friend. It will absorb a whole lot of stuff, okay? And then I'm putting some highlighter over here on the tip of my nose just to give us that sort of like, I call it an angelic look. You know, when the light hits your nose in the right spot, and it's just kill. Okay, and of course on the top of my lips and on my chin. For blush, I'm going to be using this cream blush from LA Girl. I'm not sure what this shade is, but again, will be linked in the description box below, so don't you worry. And what I like to do is just take like an angled brush, which I was looking for here, and then just I dab that onto it. So I never put this directly onto my skin, and then I also dab the excess off, on my arm, so it's not too much. And then that literally I'll do a little bit of a smiley face, and then I'll just put that on my cheeks, but not like heavy duty. You also don't want to look like you want to look like you're blushing, but you also don't want to look like, I don't know, you're hot or something like that. And then I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow palette. Actually, I mix the two shades to like also create a bit of a color on the cheeks. This trick also works wonders for people that are starting out with makeup and you don't want to buy a whole bunch of things that you're not sure if you know how to use. Makeup being cheap, I know. And then for highlighter, sorry, not highlighter. Yes, highlighter. I'm going to be going back with the same brush, with the same highlighter that I used. And I don't have one of those like fan brushes, but I actually find that this angled brush works wonders for me. And it actually helps me not put on way too much product. So once you feel like you've highlighted all the important parts, which is your cheekbones, your chin, and just above your eyebrows, I just went in back again with some setting spray to try to let that cool down. For mascara, I'm going to be using Maybelline. This mascara is so good, guys. I think it's something to do with the bristles, and also I think it's very affordable. It retails for about 140 if I'm not mistaken, but again, don't you worry, in the description box will be the actual real information. And this is how I put on mascara on my top lashes. I like to take a mirror and literally look down, because I find that this way you coat all your lashes, right? If you are comfortable with just having your natural lashes with some mascara, this is literally where this look stops for you. I want a bit of drama, so I'm gonna take it a step further and put on some lashes a little bit later. But honey, I feel like this looks great. Just make sure that you put enough mascara on just to give you a bit of drama. As for me, honey, I'm not even gonna lie. Your girl likes drama. Urata drama, utandi drama. These lashes are from TG Gang, from Tandi Gama, and these are called Tease Me, I believe. And I struggle to put on lashes on camera, guys, and that's why I had to go off camera to put them on, but I will learn so that I can record that video to show you. But I struggle a bit. I do go back in with that mascara just to like marry my lashes with the fake lashes. Let me not say fake lashes. What am I saying? Well, what am I doing with the falsies? Yeah. And just like that, they look incredible. For my lips, I'm going to be using these three things, right? This here pencil is the holy grail, guys. It's an Essence pencil. Not sure about the shade, but it will be down below. And what I like to do is line my lips, but as in line my entire lips. I clearly don't know how to use lip liner, but this is how I use it, and this is how it's worked for me. Okay, I literally apply that all over my lips, not just on the outlines of my lips, and that gives you like a nice base color. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be going in with my all-time favorite. This is the Revlon matte lipstick called Superstar Brown. It's a matte brown, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I put that all over my lips, and honey, take a look at that. I mean, what else can you ask for, right? And then just to try to create sort of like a ombre-ish, that's what I'm gonna call it, lippy, I'm using this MAC lip liqueur. It's also a matte, sort of like lippy, from Avon, and I like to just put it on the center of my lip and just try to like blend that out. I find that this just gives it that edge. It gives it that edge, and then I just use my finger to dab it out. And just like that, there you have it, honeys. This is a great look to wear to any function that you'll be going to in December. I think it's beginner friendly. I believe that it is something that you can recreate, and you will see in the description box below, these are very affordable products, and you actually don't have to buy a whole bunch of things to create this look. And of course, we're just going to seal it off with that makeup fix spray, and there you go, guys. That is a complete look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and of course, don't you be shy, and of course, join the family and subscribe to my channel. Again, one more time, let's put in the grease. Comment down below, give this video a big thumbs up, and of course, subscribe and come back and give me all the criticism and comments that you want, guys. I'm happy to improve, but I'm excited to be here. Okay then. Okay, let me stop talking. Okay, I should stop talking. Okay, I think I look cute. Okay, bye.